and welcome to Market USA Federal Credit Union. I'm your host, Kevin Somerville, Vice President of Business Development. We're excited to share with you part two of our three-part series, A Better Way to Buy a Home. So let's take a minute to review what we'll be covering today. We're going to help you decide on the kind of home you'd like to buy, shopping for that home, and making an offer. Now, this is a very important step, deciding on what type of home you want to buy and where. See, when you get to this stage, you've invested a lot of time and energy. So you'll need to ask yourself a few questions. The first is, where do I want to live? Now, narrow your search to key neighborhoods that you like. Keep in mind, you may need to expand your search based on what's affordable for your area, but it helps to get things started at this point. Also think about if you have children, you may want to check the available school options in your area as well. Next, ask yourself, what amenities do you need in your home? And then decide what options would be nice to have and prioritize them accordingly. See, there are many choices and styles, from townhomes to condominiums to single family or multifamily homes. So make sure that you consider all options, then begin the process of elimination. You may not get everything you want as far as your wish list is concerned. But knowing what your requirements are before you get started will make things a lot easier. Now, few people find the perfect home within their budget. So before you go house hunting, make a list. Write down what you absolutely must have in a home, and then a list of the features that are simply nice extras. Now, here it is. Time to go shopping for your new home. Try to make this the fun part of buying a home. Withhold any judgment until you've toured different homes in their entirety. Don't dismiss potential homes by their pics or superficial issues. See, you should visit the home, go inside. Sometimes the problem may be easily fixed by a coat of paint or simply doing some landscaping. It may also give you reasons to negotiate the price. See, if you're using an agent, ask them to look at the home before showing them to you. Now, not every agent will do this, but in some instances, agents will. Now, some agents, they like to tour the homes on their own because it gives them a chance to be prepared to make suggestions to you. They also may have insight or access to homes that aren't even listed yet. Another thing you should consider is asking your agent to give you MLS printouts in the neighborhood that you're interested in. Now, MLS stands for the Multiple Listing Service, which is a tool that realtors use to see homes listed for sale. Take notes as you tour the home. Rate the home from 1 to 10. That'll help to shorten your list. Now, if you're not in a hurry to buy, here are some great options that you should expand to. And those options include fixer-uppers, foreclosures, short sales, and even homes that are above the price point that you had. They also may have a DOM. DOM stands for days on the market. If they have a high DOM, then you definitely want to find that because that approach can actually be helpful, especially when it's time to put in an offer. Tell your agent which online home listings you're interested in and ask them to get more information about the houses. Now, your agent can talk to the listing agent and may be able to get insight a little more than you can. So don't call the listing agent yourself. Remember, you hired a realtor. Trust them. Trust them to use their skills and to do things for you. Now, one important note, you certainly are free to look at homes on your own. However, you should always observe open house etiquette. That simply means if you go to an open house on your own, tell the hosting agent if you're working with a real estate agent. See, this demonstrates integrity and respect. Now, and again, remember, make a checklist. A checklist can remind you of specific details about various homes. Now, at this point, you may be ready to make an offer. See, when you found a home that meets your criteria, it's time to make an intelligent and informed offer. Your realtors should provide you with a list of comparable homes in the area. So this gives you a list of homes that have been sold in the last few months. This will tell you if the home that you're looking at is overpriced, underpriced, or just right. The seller can ask for almost any amount they want, but the price should be justified. Now consider the type of market that you're in. Remember, a seller's market or a buyer's market. When you write your offer example, don't try the lowball strategy in a seller's market. You can easily lose the home. Choose an offer based on the amount that you feel a seller will accept or at least counter. Base your offer on comparable sales and recommendations from your real estate agent. Now, don't shy away from a great house that has multiple offers on it. If your offer is rejected, try to find out why. It may be a misunderstanding or something that can simply be worked out, or again, renegotiated. Another part of making an offer are contingencies. A contingent offer is pretty standard. It means that an offer on a home has been made and the seller has accepted it, but the sale is contingent upon certain conditions that are set by you, the buyer. Those conditions must be met. Now, these criteria or contingencies typically fall under three categories: appraisal on the home, a home inspection, and the mortgage approval. It's very important because these contingencies are mainly put in place so you, the buyer, can back out of a sale if something goes wrong, usually without losing your deposit. See, a seller might look at other offers in the interim, but they won't deal with another buyer unless it's clear that a contingency you guys had wasn't met and that it's okay for you to back out of the deal. Now, of course, there's something else that's important, and that is chances are good that your first offer will be countered. So it's important to know that how to negotiate counteroffers. It doesn't mean that you've offended the seller or that your agent did anything wrong. See, some sellers simply make counteroffers because they want to feel like they're in control of all the negotiations, and that's okay. See, if a seller counters at full price, you should still continue to negotiate. Even if you offered less initially, you might want to find that continuing to negotiate could result in the final price that is acceptable to both of you. Now, what also works often is during negotiations, often sharing a personal story about yourself, your family. See, this could give the seller a reason to care about helping you out a little more. Now, that personal touch could resonate with the seller, and on a personal level, it really can give you the edge over other buyers. Now, this concludes part 2 of our 3-part webinar, A Better Way to Buy a Home. Now, again, please understand, our goal is to give you the tools and information that you need to develop a personalized plan which can save you time, money, and stress when you decide to buy a home. So if you have any questions, again, please contact our member service center or visit us online at marketusafcu.com. On behalf of the credit union, Thank you for spending time with us, and we encourage you to join us for part 3, where we'll cover getting a home inspection, applying for a mortgage, homeowners insurance, and closing on your home. So thank you again, and we'll see you next time. Have a good day.